Hello and welcome to my video. A quick disclaimer before we begin. English is a hard enough language for me as it is, let alone Japanese. So if I mispronounce any names of people or films, I am sorry, I'm trying my best. Now that we have got that settled, let's get into the video. Anime is simply an abbreviation of the word animation. In Japan, anime is used to refer to all animation, but everywhere else in the world, people use anime to solely refer specifically to animation from Japan. People who like anime often also enjoy Japanese comic books known as manga. If you watch modern anime, you'll quickly pick up on its unique look and feel of the anime art style. Bright, colourful graphics combined with dynamic characters and the spectacular storylines create art that has become an international phenomenon over the last 30 years. In the United States, for example, anime began gaining popularity in the 1990s with Cowboy Bebop and Sailor Moon. Anime characters usually have large, doe-like eyes and brightly coloured hair. Their movements and gestures, as well as their emotional responses, tend to be over-exaggerated. Historians believe anime artists may have been influenced by early Western cartoon characters, such as Betty Boop and Mickey Mouse. But please don't think of anime as simply Japanese versions of American cartoons. They are quite different in several important ways. First, anime isn't directed solely at children like American cartoons tend to be. In Japan, you'll find an anime for every age group, including adults. Since anime is directed at all ages, its content goes well beyond the child-focused themes of American cartoons. You'll find anime that features epic storylines for a wide range of interests, from comedy to romance, action, and even science fiction. Finally, from religion, nature, and history, fans of anime also know that most series reflect many aspects of Japan which cannot be separated from its culture. Some early notable anime films include Momotaro, made by Kitayama Seitaro in 1918, and Chikara to Onu no Nonayaka, the first talkie anime, which appeared in 1932. But these were mostly short films. The animation industry in Japan was developing slowly alongside its live-action counterpart, and most animators believed the medium wasn't suited for feature-length film. It was the overwhelming commercial success of Walt Disney's 1937 film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs that blew these assumptions out of the water and inspired Japanese animators to begin making much longer films. The World War II era in Japan saw the government use anime as a propaganda machine. The first feature-length anime film, Momotaro Divine Sea Warriors, was one such propaganda piece, released in 1945. Although anime films began in Japan in the early 20th century and developed at a lackluster pace throughout the 1930s and 40s, they didn't really begin to take off until the post-war period. A single animator, Osamu Tezuka, is credited for the founding of the anime genre we all know and cherish today. Borrowing Disney's simplified animation style served two purposes for Tezuka and the industry as a whole. It helped him cut animation costs, which was crucial in an industry that was already struggling financially. And it also ensured him that his manga and anime films sacrificed none of their emotional intensity. The large eyes, though cartoonish, allowed Tezuka's characters to express any emotion called for by a scene. The generations of Japanese animators who followed Tezuka borrowed his animation techniques and also gave their characters bigger heads and larger eyes. Over time, this technique became the characteristics of the manga style so recognizable to anyone who watches it today. It's the reason that even relatively violent anime films, such as Princess Mononoke, feature cute-looking characters with big, adorable eyes. During the 1970s, anime developed further with the inspiration of updated Disney animation styles and techniques, while separating itself further from its Western roots, and developing distinct genres such as mecha and its super robot subgenre. Typical shows during this period include Astro Boy, Lupin 3, and Mazinger 7. Several filmmakers became famous, especially Hayao Miyazaki and Mamoru Oshii. In the 1980s, anime became mainstream in Japan, experiencing a boom in production with the rise of popularity of anime like Gundam, Macross, Dragon Ball, and genres such as real robot, space opera, and cyberpunk. Many people across the world are still yet to understand the power anime and animation have over captivating people and their stories. But even after being inspired and influenced by Western media through the years, we can't deny it's become its own entity of film, and will continue to create captivating, powerful, and emotional content for everyone of all ages to watch. And in many cases, making it so captivating, us fans feel no other choice than to binge. In fact, I'm off to go watch some for myself. Thanks for watching.